Lavender has long been associated with calm, tucked into pillows, diffused into air, or steeped into teas to ease frazzled nerves. But beyond its reputation for relaxation and sweetly scented bedtime rituals, lavender is now being explored for something much deeper and more clinical: its potential to protect the brain itself. Recent research, particularly in chronic stress models, suggests that lavender may not just soothe the mind, it may help heal it, shielding neurons from damage and helping to reverse the subtle yet serious effects of long-term stress. At the heart of lavender's brain-boosting promise is its essential oil, rich in compounds like linalool and linalool acetate. These molecules interact with the central nervous system in ways that go beyond mere aromatherapy. Linalool, in particular, has been shown to modulate the activity of neurotransmitters such as GABA, serotonin, and dopamine, all critical players in mood regulation, cognition, and neuroplasticity. This is part of what gives lavender its calming, anti-anxiety effects. It seems to restore neurochemical balance where stress has caused disruption, without the sedation or dulling that often comes with pharmaceuticals. But the story gets even more interesting in the context of chronic stress, the kind that doesn't just ruin your mood, but actively wears down your brain over time. Prolonged stress exposure is known to increase cortisol, impair hippocampal function, that's your memory and learning hub, and inflame the brain's immune system, leading to microglial overactivation and neuronal damage. In animal studies, exposure to lavender oil has been shown to blunt these effects, reducing behavioral signs of anxiety, normalizing cortisol levels, and even preventing stress-induced neuron loss in key brain regions. In one notable rodent model, lavender oil not only decreased the animal's stress behaviors, but also reduced markers of oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain. That's significant because chronic inflammation is now considered a major contributor to cognitive decline, depression, and neurodegenerative disease. Lavender appears to counteract this neuroinflammatory response, partly by scavenging free radicals and partly by modulating inflammatory signaling pathways like NF-B and COX-2. In other words, it's not just calming your mind. It may be calming your brain's immune cells before they start misfiring and attacking healthy tissue. Some studies even suggest lavender may support neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons, particularly in the dentate gyrus of the hippocampus, a region known to suffer shrinkage under chronic stress. While this hasn't been conclusively demonstrated in humans, it hints at the possibility that lavender could play a role in brain recovery, not just protection. And while most of this research is still in the preclinical phase, a growing number of human studies have shown lavender oil, especially in oral or inhaled forms, to be effective at reducing generalized anxiety, improving sleep quality, and enhancing mood, all of which are tightly linked to better cognitive outcomes in aging. In fact, some clinical trials using standardized lavender capsules have found effects on par with low-dose benzodiazepines, but without the sedation, dependency risk, or cognitive dulling those drugs can bring. To be clear, lavender isn't going to reverse Alzheimer's or rebuild brain tissue in a single whiff. But its multifaceted actions, reducing oxidative stress, calming inflammation, restoring neurotransmitter balance, and perhaps even promoting neuroplasticity, make it a compelling, gentle tool for long-term brain health. Especially for those facing chronic stress, burnout, or emotional overload, lavender might offer more than momentary relief. It might help tip the balance back toward repair. So the next time someone brushes off lavender as just for sleep, you can smile knowingly. Because this humble purple flower may very well be working behind the scenes to protect your brain, neuron by neuron, one breath at a time.